Well, as the Electoral Commission prepares to go to court to ask for permission to postpone the local government elections because of the pandemic, obviously, the political party, the Forum for Service Delivery, says it will argue in court that the elections must go ahead by the end of October. The party also says it wants the chair of the IEC, Glen Mashinini, to resign. A process chaired by the former Deputy Chief Justice Kekana recommended that the IEC ask a court for a postponement until the end of February next year. Mbahare Kekana is the president for the Forum for Service Delivery. Mr. Kekana, good afternoon to you. Thank you for your time. Why do you believe the elections must go ahead this year?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you to the viewers. We as Forum for Service Delivery, we hold a strong view that the elections must proceed because of now currently we are on adjusted level 3. There is also a drop in terms of the infection. You will understand that last year we had more than 120 by-elections and there was no commission before those by-elections. People are still meeting at taxi rank, people are meeting in the malls, universities are now opened, the mines are operating, life is back as normal. Because of now we've got 1 year, 6 months experience within COVID-19.
Don't you worry that some people will think it's dangerous to vote and so they won't vote, and that means that the results of the elections, if we had to have them this year, would be skewed, would be in a way wrong, because most people, many people, some people would be too scared to vote?
We approached IEC in so many occasions so that the IEC must come with methods. You will understand that we are now a year in COVID, and IEC has never introduced anything. There was a report as long as 2017. There was also a report from us as 2017 to say IEC must be proactive. Where we are in this situation because of IEC that is not proactive, that is not doing anything. We got a lot of methods like electronic voting. We've got methods we can introduce like hybrid. We can also have our elections for 3 days. Any queue, at top queues, people are meeting. Why can't we open voting stations and vote?
The recommendation is that we wait until February next year. The Constitution says, as things stand, the Constitution says we have to have an election by the end of October. The 4th of November is actually the date. Does it matter if we don't listen to the Constitution and just wait until February? Does it really matter that much?
The election must be postponed to February. What is the difference? I mean, it's about in 4 months. What is going to happen without water? There's no services. Municipalities are not operating. We cannot subject our people to this level. So we want the chairperson of IEC to accept that he failed us, he failed the country. Because of if IEC was much proactive, we won't be in this kind of situation.
So you want the chair of the IEC to resign. Could the IEC really have done very much? Could it really have... I mean, Parliament won't allow electronic voting. It's the ANC, really, I think, that has a problem with the electronic voting. If political parties don't agree to electronic voting, there's nothing the Electoral Commission can do.
The Commission was supposed to, if they were serious about these elections, they were supposed to invent an inquiry as early as January. What guarantees do we have that February, the pandemic, who's a prophet? What guarantee do we have that come February, the situation will be better? What guarantees do we have that 27th of October, the judgment will be out? What guarantees do we have that the court might dismiss the application? If the court dismiss the application, what is going to happen? The issue of prolonging elections, it affects us as small parties because we don't have budget that can stretch as far as February. Tell me one voter that was interviewed during commissions. People that participated in that commissions are people who living under aircons. We cannot have a commission without the voice of the voters.
So, just to be clear, you'll go to court. You will argue that it is wrong to delay the elections. Do you think you'll be the only political party to argue? Do you think people will argue with you?
In terms of the law, the IEC can postpone elections. They can postpone elections for 90 days. They cannot go beyond that. We are waiting. We are anticipating, and we have engaged our councils, and we will oppose. We don't mind, even if it can only be us. We will oppose that application because of we are saying Gogo Maria, who stays in the Botswana, sleeping without water. Municipalities are getting looted, so we cannot delay this thing further. We must allow people to elect new government.
Do you think people will actually elect new governments? I mean, even in places where we've seen protests against a local municipality, Maluti Apofong is a good example. The people in power, was the ANC in Maluti Apofong, still win wards, even though people are very angry.
When we don't elect new government, remember, we'll be giving ANC more power. ANC will be illegitimately leading those municipalities. In terms of AG report, 26 billion is getting wasted. What more do we want? We cannot allow these elections to... People are living, like now in taxi rank, people are meeting. It's why people are meeting in pubs. The taverns are now open. Why is it elections that are getting delayed while everything is proceeding?
Mbahare Kekana, the president of the Forum for Service Delivery, do appreciate the time on Newsfeed. Thanks very much indeed.